Hello, my name is Srikanth Rairala, and my today's topic is operational management. As the term itself suggests, it is the management of operations and for the business to be profitable. So let's dig in. What are the key components of operational management and what is operational management? Management of any activities or processes that create goods and provide services. Exemplary activities like forecasting, scheduling, and quality management. Now the question arises, why do I have to study operational management? At a typical manufacturing company, you would see few components like depicted over here in this picture. The cost of manufacturing and the cost of marketing together forms the operational cost or operational management cost. On top of it, manufacturer would like to add some margin or to be profitable, he may add a little bit of profit to make the business profitable or to keep the show running. Every business is for profit unless it is declared as a non-profit organization like NGOs. So how does it work? Resources used in production or operation of subsystems transform to a value-added product or a service. A range of inputs result in a required output. So when you look at the organizational structure, every organization has a finance department which takes care of budgeting or capital or investment, and subsequent operational teams that would consume all the funds or resources allocated by finance team to perform a certain list of activities to produce a product. And there is a marketing team which works day and night in marketing the product to the crowd. Depends on how well they do, the business will be profitable. These are all distinctive roles, but all complementing each other for the organization to be successful and make profits. Profits the money. If you look at an example of manufacturing industry, over here we're talking about a vegetable, processing company. What they do is they record. They look at. All right, let me go back. My bad. So in that scenario, I'm not able to go back, but I'd like to talk about it. So the input is the raw vegetable and they process it by cleaning it, and the output is cleaned vegetables, which then can be consumed by another life cycle of a restaurant industry where they consume the input as cleaned vegetables, process the food, and sell it to the customers as the output. And if you look at the healthcare industry, which is a service-based industry, where educational institutions, I would say medical educational institutions, or medical practitioners like hospitals, practitioners are the doctors or nurses, or institutions can be hospitals or pharmaceuticals or laboratories. They process the over here the processing is the type of service they can perform. So they can examine a patient, perform surgery, or monitor medications or therapeutical services to a patient, and the output would be a healthy patient. Types of operations. Here, it could be goods producing, storage or transportation, exchange, entertainment, or communication. It can be any industry, can be any type of service. There are all those three functions still involved in financing, operating, and marketing for an organization to be profitable. We're still running around that three pyramids. The three basic functions: operations or production, goods oriented, service oriented, or value added. It could be categorized under any of these sections. And when we talk about the finance or accounting, their main role is budgeting, economic analysis of investment proposals, provisions of funds, funding a project. And when you look at the marketing functionality, their work mainly involves in selling, promoting, assessing customer wants and needs. communicating those needs to the operations to come up with something that would fix the problem. The need for working closely is for the organization to be successful and make margins or profits and keep or increase the employment. That's the goal. When we talk about the observations, after reviewing many comments and theses written by my fellow students, one of my friend Stefano mentioned that he would like to choose to sell branded products over generic to attract customers. I agree with this point at that point. And at the same time, there is another fellow student, his name is Dylan, has commented that selling a branded product is less of a risk and safe returns or safe margins. I agree with that also. And after reviewing several other comments and reviews, I've come to a conclusion that it would be a good idea to house both generic and branded on the shelf. Generic, I can make more margin, and branded, there might be a less margin, but they less returns also at the same time. If you look at an example or marketing structure, marketing strategy followed by Walmart, they have their own generic product of line of products named Equate, shelved along by the side of a branded product. It is a customer's wise decision to choose what they want to, depending upon what kind of drug they want to buy or what kind of accessory they are buying. So I would leave that to the consumer's discretion. Yet, as a business owner, I would still want to make my margins. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Feel free to post your comments.